today is Monday of Holy Week, and I'm so happy to share today's verse of the day is John 12:8. It says, "You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me." And to understand this verse, you have to go back to verses 1 through 7 and see that Jesus is at a party being thrown in his honor. And he's reclining at the table with his disciples and his friends, namely Lazarus, who he has just raised from the dead. Mary, Lazarus' sister, sees her now alive brother sitting with the man who's just raised him from the dead. She's moved by gratitude, and in an act of worship, she goes and gets this expensive perfume and she anoints Jesus. And Judas says, "Oh, what a waste. This perfume could have been sold and the money given to the poor." And Jesus, knowing that he is headed toward his own death, toward the crucifixion, toward his crucifixion, he says, "Have the poor among you. There'll always be time for that, but I'm here now." And Judas, you're missing the point. So the question comes to us. Jesus is here, mercy and all of his compassion and all of his power and his glory and his holiness. How will we respond? Will we miss the point like Judas? Will we be clouded by our own greed and our desire to get more for ourselves? Or will we, like Mary, extravagant, uncalculated, generous, humble offering of worship? The King of Kings is close today. How will you respond? How will I respond? Lord, make us tender, make us sensitive to your presence.
Hey, my name is Ryan Leake. I'm an author and speaker from Dallas, Texas. And the verse of the day is First Peter 3:15, and it says this, "But in your hearts honor Christ the Lord as holy, always being prepared to anyone who asks you for the reason for the hope that is in you, yet do it with gentleness and respect." I think we all live in a day and age where it's pretty tempting to put our hope in, well, many things. I mean, we could put our hope in a relationship or even the desire for one. We could put our hope in a successful career. I mean, here's the deal. All of those things are very natural, but they're external hopes. The hope that Peter speaks of in our verse today is a hope that is in us. It goes far beyond any of our preferred outcomes, incomes, or circumstances. It's the kind of hope that doesn't exempt one from setbacks and disappointments, but I believe it's the kind of hope that sustains people through setbacks and disappointment. Don't we all have a family member, a friend, a neighbor, colleague, a classmate that could use that kind of hope? And sharing that hope with them can be, well, nerve-wracking or even awkward. It can be tough to explain and especially defend it. But that's why I love today's verse. Peter knows just how hard it is, and that's why he's encouraging us to prepare for it. You're not supposed to automatically be good at sharing the reason for your hope, but the way you get better at it is practice. Peter not only encourages us to be prepared to defend the reason for our hope, but also encourages us to do so with gentleness and respect. Sometimes we prepare and defend, but in the process of sharing our reasoning, we do so with judgment and arrogance. And I've never seen that as an effective method of sharing hope with others. I believe sometimes the best way to earn respect from others is by giving it away to them first. My hope and prayer for each and every one of us today is that God would give us numerous opportunities to share the reason, hope we have, and that we'd be prepared to do so with gentleness and respect for the ones that God has given us influence with. That's what I want you to think about today.